Hey there everybody and welcome back to Smite Sunday for June 16th, 2013. As you can see, since we last met, Athena, Goddess of Wisdom, has been added. She was added as a melee magical tank and she's pretty awesome. She has a very nice ultimate which is kind of unique in the way it is. It almost sort of combines Neith's ultimate because it can be used globally, as well as Isis's because it's kind of defensive, but also sort of like Ymir's because there's a little bit of damage involved. It it's cool. I'll show you it in a arena or a domination match because to me that's where it really shines. You can get from across the map from one side to the other and really help turn the tides of the battle. So first I'll show you what she is like with her abilities and such, and then also show you what the golden skins are like. You do have to reach rank 1, and I did get rank 1 with Zeus, I believe. So I am able to get it, but I don't think I will because it does cost 15,000. So quite expensive. But let's get right on in and I'll show you what she is about. So as you can see, Athena, the Greek goddess of wisdom, has arrived and she's quite fierce. I mean, look at her. Right away she's like, I'm watching you, I'm watching you. See you. See what you're doing. So let's go to the guides and let's look at Athena and her abilities. So I will look at her abilities at level 1. So all the baseline stats, if you want to look at, this is what they are. So there you go. And let's start with her abilities first. So her passive is Reach. And after using any ability, her next basic attack is a ranged attack. It will hit all enemies it passes through and deals magical damage, additional magical damage. So it'll do base attack plus 50% of your magical power. So this makes her sort of like a hybrid melee slash ranged, although it is kind of dictated by her abilities cooldowns, but it does give her a little bit of reach, hence the name of the passive, and it makes her a little kind of pokey in lanes. Her first ability is Preemptive Strikes. Athena powers up for a dash. While dashing, Athena will pass through minions and stop and hit the first enemy god she encounters, dealing damage and slowing all she hits. If she hits an enemy, Athena gains 1 stack of block, which has a maximum of 3, and will absorb the next basic attack from any god that hits her. So this is really nice because towards the end of a game especially, auto attacks can become very powerful and do a lot of damage, and this kind of gives her a little bit of immunity to that. So you can use preemptive strikes to dash through people, stun them, slow them, or well, slow them, and it's very nice to not only do some damage but also protect yourself at the same time. Her second ability is Confound, and this is really cool because it is literally a taunt, and any god that is hit by it will have to fight them or chase her for 1.25, 1.5, 1.75, and 2 seconds. So it's really unique in that because you lose all control of that. You can obviously remove it with the CC Immune trinket, but she'll release a shockwave and power from her shield, causing enemy gods, taunting enemy gods, and forcing them to fight or chase her. This is in cone, so you could technically, if they're grouped up enough, get the whole team chasing after you. And think this could either be used offensively as you pull them into a trap or you pull them away from a team that is getting really hurt. So you could jump in with your ultimate, which I'll explain in a moment, and then you could snag all the enemy gods and run away and then try and get out. Her third ability, Shield Wall, and Athena will summon a god of Athenian warriors who do damage upon arrival, and after 2 seconds, strike for additional damage. So this is kind of cool. It's like a circle of damage, and if they are stunned inside of it or near it, they will do additional damage. So it's pretty cool with that, and nice, very nice sound effect and visual effect to it. I really like it. I think it's very well made, just for that respect. And then this is her ultimate, which I was speaking of, Defender of Olympus. Athena picks up a single allied god anywhere in the world and launches herself up in the air, landing next to that god 4.2 seconds later. So there is a hefty delay, I would say, on this. During that 4.2 seconds, the allied god mitigates 50% of the damage it's taking. Enemies nearby when Athena lands will take damage. So you have to time this very precise, because you could either jump in preemptively and kind of waste the active ally mitigation, or you could to do the damage, or you could time it so that they're mitigating the damage and then you jump in to do the damage and maybe turn it around. It's kind of finicky of when you might want to jump in, so you kind of have to time it just right, just right, to be able to do it. And now let's look at Zeus's golden skin, which, as you can see, it says God rank 1, and this is his golden skin. It does cost 15,000 favor, so it's very hefty. It will cost the normal 400 gems of usual skins. Yeah, because that's 400, so it's no different gem-wise, so if you have a bunch of gems, you can just buy it like that. But favor, it's very hefty. But think about it, if you're going to be really concentrating on a god and you want this awesome skin, calm down, Zeus. You will definitely want this, because it shows you in the beginning of a match. It shows you, I believe it's your kills with them, assists with them, amount of wins with them, stuff like that. So it kind of shows off like, hey, I'm pretty good with this god. Kind of braggy, but hey, it's worth it, I would say, because I would say this one looks decent. I mean, he's very shiny, and then there's also the golden Ymir. There it is. And load in. Come on, Ymir, father of the frost giants. I do have Cacodemon. Wow, Ymir has a lot of skins. That I don't think looks good at all. I mean, I like that the chains and stuff on him are blue, but wow, that's a lot of gold. At least he has a heart of gold. And I believe, yes, Poseidon also got a golden skin, which looks okay because the blue looks very nice on him. This one looks very nice with also the detail that went into his legs with the like scales. They're still golden, but you can see the difference in them when the light hits them. So that's very nice. But enough about golden skins and Poseidon, god of the oceans. I will get into a game with our brand new god, Athena, and I'll show you what she's like. So this one starts out pretty quickly. As you can see, Kali is getting focused down, so I jump in with my ultimate right away, wait for him to get off his ultimate. I jump in with my charge, throw down my warriors, and then try to drag Guan Yu into them, but I was not able to. We did end up losing pretty much after this, and this was kind of our last-ditch effort to win back this middle obelisk and make a way back, but we were not able to, sadly. Well, that is it for this week's Smite Sunday. I apologize, I was getting some server lag, and it was really ruining my games. I'm actually getting just plain game lag now. I don't know why, but it was kind of ruining my experience with the game, so I kind of tried to back out, and I only did one or so games to get the footage that I showed you guys, but it is what it is. I apologize, but these things happen, and I've never had problems with, I mean, even recording on this screen before, and I am, so I don't know why. My computer's getting mad, maybe. It wants to rest. But that is all for now. I do hope you join me next week on the next Smite Sunday. My name has been Daesvail. If you enjoyed, thumbs up and subscribe to the channel to see plenty more. And may the gods forever be in your favor.